What's up, Bladers? It's Ender, and welcome back to another unboxing. Today we're going to be reviewing and testing Cobalt Dragoon 260 Cyclone. This is, of course, the very first left spin release of Beyblade X, which is very, very exciting. This is the side grade of Cobalt Drake, which was a prize bay in the Beyblade X app. I'm testing out a new scene for my videos, so let me know how you feel about it. But yeah, this release comes with, obviously, Cobalt Dragoon and the very first left spin launcher in order to use it, because for those who don't understand, for whatever reason, left spinning bays spin counterclockwise compared to quote-unquote regular releases where they're all right spin, which is clockwise. This bay is owned by Chrome Ryuga. He is the #1 blader at the top of the X Tower, at least one half of the X Tower, as we now know. But yeah, this comes with all completely new parts. The blade Cobalt Dragoon, 260, which is very interesting looking, and Cyclone, which is being covered up by the Portal Zero sticker. This video is not sponsored, just to clarify, they just do that. So yeah, here's actually a really good demonstration of how left spin bays will interact with the extreme line. Usually, right spin bays that are using Drawn Buster, for example, will use this side of the stadium. Well, now that there is left spin bays, they can use the other and potentially collide on the extreme line while dashing, which I find really exciting. Yeah, as you see, it says left spin. That'll be for, most likely for all future releases. This is an attack type, just to clarify. I find this bay incredibly interesting. It's a hybrid between, obviously, the very first protagonist of Beyblade, Tyson, which was almost 24 years ago now. Actually, maybe 25. I believe it's 25, actually. So, Dragoon is the namesake that Ryuga has, and then, obviously, his name is the namesake of Ryuga from MFB. I think it's meant to encapsulate how powerful of a blader he's meant to be, which is honestly just really cool. And then we have the nods don't end there. You can't really see because of the sticker, but Cyclone is a recreation of Spiral from Burst, which was used by Lost Longinus in Season 1. And I believe Medio El Drago also had a tip in MFB that was quite similar, that Longinus, that Spiral was based off of too. But yeah, let's go ahead and open the packaging. Okay, and here is the instruction slash safety sheet that comes with every Beyblade. It's basically just telling you that because Dragoon is left spin, you cannot use any right spin launchers, which means no ripcords as of right now, and then no standard right spinning launchers. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. However, if you're not familiar with left spinning bays because you started in Beyblade X, I feel like that'd be very helpful to be told. It will break your launcher and potentially your Beyblade if you try putting a left spin bay on a right launcher. Another thing that's being mentioned here is that every ratchet is actually LR, which means left and right spinning. So you can use any previously released ratchet and future ratchets. What you have to do is turn this little white component to the proper arrow, as you can see. So yeah, basically if you put it on wrong, just turn it, it'll lock in place, and then you pop it on the bay and it should be good then. So yeah, I don't believe there's anything else here that'd be of any use to you. It's just explaining, it's like, yep, you still pop your bit in, which you don't need to know that. That's simple. Oh, this is upside down. I hope that didn't give someone a seizure. Oh my god, I did not think about that. But yeah, this is just explaining the point system. 3 points for an extreme finish, 2 points for a knockout, and then 2 points for a burst, and then 1 point for a spin finish. I actually didn't realize it was 2 points for one of those knockouts. I need to start keeping score better. I apologize. But yeah, okay, now it's time for the bay. Okay, to begin, I'm going to be showing off the left spin string launcher. As you can see, it has L's all over it. Beyblade X string launcher L. So if for some reason you got confused and can't remember what launcher you're grabbing, it tells you. I actually really like that change. It's actually kind of nice, especially because they put the L right here, which these hooks obviously don't match up with in regular X-Bay. But if you're not familiar with how stuff of that nature works, I can see how that'd be confusing for you. It's actually this really pretty like baby blue and like cloud white color. I love it. It's actually really nice. For the bay, I'd like to start with the bit and work our way up. This is Cyclone. It's actually very pretty. Ooh. Ooh, is it damaged? It may be. I think that's a defect, actually. So, a thing to keep in mind if you are buying Cobalt Dragoon, there has been, like, quality issues. Yeah, you can see the line that goes all the way through. Hopefully that won't cause it to break. I don't believe it will. It's just the seam wasn't erased or polished off. But yeah, outside of that, I'm very excited to hear Cyclone, which you may be wondering, why are you excited to hear what this bit sounds like? Because in Beyblade Burst, when you used Spiral or Spiral Dash, it created this really cool humming, hissing noise in the stadium. So I'm just curious to see if that translates into Beyblade X at all. But now let's look at the ratchet. It is 260. It is very nice. Oh, as you can see, it once again has the L's and R's to tell you what spin it's in. It's this really interesting deep blue color. I'm trying to get a good angle for y'all. And it's like this ruby red. It's almost a little funky, to be honest. It looks better from the top, but yeah, it's very odd. But this color choice is strange, but it makes sense because this was also used by Cobalt Drake. It had I want to say it was a 4 something. I'm not going to guess the ratchet number. Y'all will make fun of me again for messing that up. But yeah, this is the first 2-side ratchet, and it's really odd looking. It's almost like a spiral shape. I feel like this is actually referencing, correct me if I'm wrong, the spin track of Medio El Drago. I don't know what Lightning's spin track looked like, but I'm pretty sure this spiraling motion is exactly what Medio had. I guess I could check. Is Medio free or was it? It's referencing one of the El Dragos. That's what I can put together. Burst resistance. I feel like it may be more prone to bursting just because it's not very round. It's very ovular. It's so dark. It's hard for it to show up in camera. There you go. Yeah, I feel like this is going to hook really hard and cause it to burst, but we'll see. Okay, now it's time for the bread and butter of the day, Cobalt Dragoon. Absolutely gorgeous. It feels really nice to hold. It's really heavy and dense, and it's not hollowed out, which is actually very nice. So it's going to be a more weightier layer, and it has an almost barrage shape, which I find very interesting. I'm trying to. The glare is very rough on this bay because of how metallic it is. But yeah, no, it feels insanely smooth. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm touching metal at all. It feels like plastic, which I know it's not plastic. It is 100% metal. This is not a fake. But it's just so well polished. Like, look at it glisten. It's going to be ruined very soon once it starts battling. It has a really cool motif, too. That's actually really nice. And then you can see the ruby red once again. But yeah, let me combine the whole bay. Okay, so I moved it onto my green mat just because the glare from the wood was disrupting how the bay looked. But yeah, no, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a nice color scheme, actually. I like the red a lot more when it's completely combined. But yeah, that is very, very cool. Also, 260 hangs down low, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's an intentional design choice for it to have lower, like a lower center of gravity. Most likely not, to be completely honest with you. They probably weren't thinking about that. But yeah, I can't wait to get to the stadium, so let's go test this out. Okay guys, and we're at the stadium. So I'm going to be testing Cobalt Dragoon against one bay representing each type in Beyblade X. We have Wyvern Gale for stamina, Hellish Chain for balance, Drawn Dagger for attack, and Night Lance for defense. So I'll be doing first day the free points just because there's so many. And yeah. But let's do a test launch first for Cobalt Dragoon. Okay, it does have that humming sound that Spiral does. It feels really nice to launch. Like it feels heavy. Oh, okay. Oh god, I threw it. Okay, to begin with, let's start with Wyvern Gale, arguably the weakest link here. Y'all have seen the video. For well, it's so weird using the opposite side of the screen line because come on. Okay, spin finish for Dragoon, that's 1 point. Wyvern Gale is honestly probably spin stealing a bit. Oh wow. 2 points to Wyvern Gale with a burst finish. That is actually very surprising. Which, I mean, 260 does look burst prone, but against Wyvern Gale is quite, it's not an event I was foreseeing. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Well, y'all informed me that burst priority is still a thing in Beyblade X, so that means Wyvern Gale wins 4-1. Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that. That's really surprising. Okay, it looks like 260's definitely holding back Dragoon, which is very interesting. Next up, let's do Night Lance. I keep trying to use the left launcher like an idiot. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Dragoon wins with a spin finish. That's 1-0. 3, 2, 1, go. I do really like the sound of Cyclone. It's such a satisfying noise. Okay, that was a tie, so it's still 1-0. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's now 1-2 now that I have learned that those count for 2 points. Night Lance is in the lead. 3, 2, 1. So, Dragoon wins 4-2. Next up, we have Hellish Chain. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Hellish Chain wins with a spin finish. That is 0-1. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's now 1-1. 3, 2, 1, go. that is a mislaunch. Okay, it's 1-1, 322. Okay, that's an extreme finish on Hell's Chain. That is 5-1, yeah, okay. Finally, drawn dagger, so attack adverse attack. This is going to be a little rough to launch. 300. Okay, that's 2 points for drawn dagger. It's a bit of a snipe, but it's fine. 300. Oh wow, that was an extreme finish on drawn dagger. So that is 4-2. Oh god, that was actually really fast. We'll do a bonus round just because that was kind of short, but Dragoon does win. Dragoon does win. Yeah, they're definitely equalizing. Will Dragoon spin steel? Okay, it does. Okay, so Cobalt Dragoon won against Hell's Chain, Night Lance, and Drawn Dagger. For some reason, it lost the Wyvern Gale. Slow motion burst, I guess, maybe. That's what I'm going to assume. But yeah, no, this is a really cool bay. If I usually do a scaling at the end of every video, from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest. I'm going to give this a solid 10. I think it's going to be a 10. I just love left spin bays. I'm very biased towards them, I will admit. And I just love all of the nods to the previous generations and antagonists just in this one bay and blader. So yeah. Also, its performance seems to be quite good. I think if you customize the combo a bit, put Rush or low flat instead of Cyclone, and then like 960 maybe, it would be really, really good. So yeah, no, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe check out the one that I'm pointing to on your screen right here, where I unbox Sword Phoenix for Hasbro, 960 gear flat. So if you're interested, give that a click. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace out.